Should background checks be required for all gun sales? By Ryland Phelps. Introduction. Today we will discuss the issue of whether background checks should be required for all gun sales. A survey from 2015 suggests 1 in 4 gun owners, that is 22% of gun owners, did not do a background check before getting their gun. Requiring background checks for all gun sales would mean the government encouraging an air-proof system, eliminating sales to certain individuals, and Americans getting what they want for their country. Enforcing universal background checks for gun owners is a burning topic in the United States due to different stances among groups and current events of gun violence and mass shootings. Timeliness. There are about 50 gun-related deaths a day in the United States. The Educational Fund to Stop Gun Violence explains that currently there is a loophole in gun purchase background checks that dismisses background checks for private sales of guns. Private sales do not conduct background checks. Controversy. Without background checks being done on individuals buying from private sales, buyers with a past of domestic violence, compromised mental health, or a felony record can purchase guns. The Educational Fund to Stop Gun Violence explains in their publication titled Universal Background Checks that as a result of the current background check laws, a man with a felony was able to purchase a gun and shoot his ex-girlfriend and her 6 children. The 2020 article Universal Background Checks states, while passing state universal background checks alone will not address the entire problem of interstate gun trafficking, research has found it reduces interstate trafficking by 29%. Impact on society. The majority of society wants background checks on gun sales and agrees it would limit gun violence. Clark Muirfield references a 2021 survey from the Pew Research poll. Out of 5,109 participants, 72% of gun owners and 87% of non-gun owners believe private gun sales and sales of guns at gun shows need to be subject to background checks. In the Journalist Resource article, Muirfield explains the National Survey of Gun Policy found that among the different races that responded, 89% of white, 82% of black, and 88% of Hispanic participants support universal background checks for all gun sales. Conclusion. To conclude this presentation, the government enforcing universal background checks for all gun sales in the United States would have America's interests and safety in favor. As a result, the current gun laws that differ state by state would be replaced with a federal law enforcing background checks, and gun-related violence by felons, youth, and those affected by mental illness would decrease, and communities would get the safety they are in favor of. To learn more about gun violence, statistics, and surveys and the idea of universal background checks, visit these sources.